Insulin resistance can be reversed by cutting out all unsaturated fats out of your diet, as well as following a low carbohydrate diet. Unsaturated fats are fats like canola and sunflower oil. Unfortunately, 80% of olive oil on the shelf in the grocery store is diluted with up to 90% of sunflower oil. Unsaturated fat gunks up your cells and cause you to be insulin resistant. It's not enough to only eat a low carbohydrate diet like the carnivore diet or keto diet or Banting diet or ketovore diet. You need to cut out all unsaturated fats as well out of your diet. Read the labels of products that you buy. Many times even dry products like seasonings contain unsaturated fats, and it gunks up your cells and cause you to be insulin resistant. So if you follow the carnivore diet correctly, you will anyway not cook with unsaturated fats like sunflower and canola. So go to my YouTube channel and see my frequently asked question playlist about what fats you are supposed to cook with. Question Q23 on my frequently asked question playlist on my YouTube channel. What is insulin resistance? Insulin resistance means you have too much insulin in your blood and in your body, and it's not effective anymore. So what happens is insulin controls every single cell in your body. Every single cell in your body has got insulin receptors on it, and insulin upregulates quite a variety of mechanisms in the body. For instance, your uric acid retention on your kidneys and your salt retention on your kidneys. It upregulates. So if you have insulin resistance, salt retention on your kidneys is upregulated, as well as uric acid retention. So you will have gout and you will have hypertension if you are insulin resistant. So too high levels of insulin is bad in the body. Insulin will make you fat. Insulin is associated with certain types of cancer. And insulin causes a lot of problems in the body. For instance, insulin is associated, too much insulin in the body is associated with obesity. If you are obese, your chances of getting heart disease is 4 times higher than somebody who has a high LDL risk. It's got a 4.3 risk according to the Women's Health Study that was done by the American Heart Association of 28,000 women over a 10-year period, Women's Health Initiative. So metabolic syndrome is also associated with high insulin levels. Insulin is vital in your body. You can't take it away. If you take away your insulin, you'll die, absolutely. We are reversing type 2 diabetes with the carnivore diet, but we cannot reverse type 1 diabetes. But you can absolutely bring your insulin levels of use, your medicine down, even on type 1 diabetic with the carnivore diet. So let me explain insulin resistance to you. What happens is you eat too many carbohydrates. Your carbohydrates is converted to glucose by your liver. So you sit with excess glucose levels in your blood. It causes inflammation in your arteries. It binds with your red blood cells. So this triggers your pancreas to secrete insulin in order to save your life. So what happens is the insulin takes the glucose out of the blood and it puts it into triglycerides. That is the fatty component of cholesterol, and it puts it around the liver, so you get a fatty liver. So what happens at the end of the day, because you are continuing to eat too many carbohydrates, you continue to push up your insulin levels in the body, because each time the insulin needs to take out the glucose out of the blood and put it into triglycerides. High triglycerides has got a risk factor of 2.1, according to the study that I've mentioned, for heart disease. So with the carnivore diet, we actually lower your triglyceride count, and your HDL, your good cholesterol, will actually rise, which is a good thing. You also reverse your hypertension, and that has got a risk factor of 4.5 on that study that I mentioned. So, but to get back to the insulin resistance means you have too much insulin in your body, but it's not effective anymore. You need to reverse insulin resistance. And with the carnivore diet, we reverse insulin resistance because we are not eating any carbohydrates. So you can absolutely reverse your insulin resistance with the carnivore diet, and you can do it very, very quickly. So if you see this video on YouTube, please follow me on TikTok, and the link to that would be in the description of this video. If you see this video on Facebook, the link is in the description, as well as a link to my blog, carnivoreway.blogspot.com. I've got 128 videos, most of which my doctors made. You can also follow me on Instagram. Also go to Facebook and find South African Carnivore, Skulk Maton's Facebook group. I'm also there. As always, consult your doctor before you start the carnivore diet. Also check out the frequently asked question playlist on my YouTube channel, as well as the live playlist where I interview people who reverse their type 2 diabetes and insulin resistance with the carnivore diet and keto diet.